From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Kayla Cockrell with today's Free Press Voice Briefing. It's Monday, July 10th, 2023. Michigan is one of the 17 states that may be able to see the Northern Lights, also known as the Aurora Borealis, when they appear in the sky this Thursday, July 13th. The Northern Lights are an astronomical phenomenon in the northern and southern hemispheres where colored lights are visible in the night sky. This is not the first time this year that the natural phenomenon will be visible. In late April, a geomagnetic storm created lights that were shown over 30 U.S. states. The lights were visible in Iowa, North Dakota, Kansas, and more. If viewing the Northern Lights is on your bucket list, you'll want to be ready. Here are a few things you need to know to catch a glimpse. According to a forecast from the University of Alaska Fairbanks Geophysical Institute, highly active auroral displays will be visible in Bay City. The best chance of viewing the Aurora Borealis will be between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. local time. People interested in viewing should get away from the city lights and light pollution for a better chance at seeing them. In other news, the second TED Countdown Summit on Climate Change will be hosted in Detroit next week. The invite-only gathering will run from Tuesday through Friday at the Michigan Central Station in the Fillmore, Detroit. The summit is TED's only conference that focuses on a single topic, with the goal of advancing solutions to climate change. The 700 attendees of the private event include leaders in science, activism, innovation, business, finance, policy, and philanthropy. Over 40 speakers are scheduled for TED Talks that will highlight progress on combating climate change, exploring breakthrough solutions, and visualizing the future. Speakers include former Vice President Al Gore, Today weatherman Al Roker, author Paul Hawken, and the director of the U.S. Department of Energy Office of Science. The Countdown TED Talks will also feature prominent individuals in the Detroit area, including Ford's Global Director of Sustainability, Cynthia Williams, who will be discussing Ford's successes and challenges in the electric vehicle sector. Other Detroit-based speakers include Anika Goss, CEO of Detroit Future City, and Lucretia Berry Daniels, Executive Director for Detroiters Working for Environmental Justice. The summit will also be the inaugural gathering of the TED Future Forum, a group of companies who will work to identify business-focused initiatives to combat climate change. TED aims to inspire other businesses to act by sharing their stories of the forum's successes and challenges at the events and online. The Future Forum is currently made up of 13 companies, including Ford, Google, Nestle, and Siemens.
This is Lily Altavina with the Detroit Free Press. A school-based health center may shut down after a school board on the west side of the state terminated its partnership with a healthcare organization. Community members and parents of Grant Public School students traced the controversy over the health center back to an uproar over a mural painted at the center in October. The mural featured transgender flag colors and a character wearing a rainbow. Community members then spoke against the mural, which was painted by a student. In June, school board members surprised Grant's superintendent by voting to eliminate the health center partnership entirely. But community members say the center, which is located in a middle school in Grant, is a lifeline for the community's children. To learn more, head to freep.com.
I'm Andrew Burkle with the Free Press Sports Department, and this past weekend at Comerica Park was an absolute roller coaster for the Detroit Tigers. In the series opener with the Toronto Blue Jays on Friday, the Tigers looked utterly uncompetitive, losing 12-3 in a game where infielder Zach Short was forced to take the mound. Less than 24 hours later, the Tigers looked like a totally new team. Matt Manning, who just recently returned from injury, fought back after a slow start and retired batter after batter. Manning exited the game in the 7th inning with the Blue Jays still hitless. The bullpen then picked up where Manning had left off, with Alex Lang eventually finishing off a combined no-hitter. It was the first in Tigers history, and the crowd was going crazy with amazing energy throughout the entire park. And then on Sunday, it looked like the Tigers had capitalized on that momentum as they took a 3-1 lead into the 9th inning. But this time, Alex Lang, who was the hero on Saturday closing out the game, blew the save, and the Tigers lost 4-3 in extra innings. It was a brutal way to close out the series, the last one before the All-Star break. But the Tigers front office didn't have any time to dwell. Just a few hours after the final pitch, the MLB draft was underway, with the Tigers making the 3rd overall pick after some pretty good lottery luck.
For more stories from the Detroit Free Press, be sure to check out freep.com. That's FREEP.com.